I will ask you one thing. So we've been doing a little offshoot podcast, the Fightback series.
Yes, which has been wonderful.
Yeah. So, what are you old enough to have some memories of that time?
Yeah, I am, and it probably, I think I mentioned on one of our very first podcasts, it probably hits a little bit too close to home for me because that's what my basketball life is that, you know, the Melbourne Tigers and the Southeast Melbourne Magic and the Victoria Titans, the three NBL teams I played for no longer exist.
Yeah.
So at some level, I'm a bit of a nomadic ex or retired basketball player. I don't have a home.
Yeah.
And I do remember that time. I couldn't imagine myself ever barracking for another team, and I didn't see myself being someone, even at that age, who, if the Bulldogs weren't here, go and pick another team. I mean, I think I mentioned as well, I don't have many direct debits come out of my credit card, but the one of them that always does is the family's Western Bulldogs membership, because, you know, when the Melbourne Tigers went down, the fans never got asked, the members never got asked to save it. It just disappeared.
What was that? That must have been. How would you describe it? Was it heartbreaking, or was it did it just kind of peter out, and then you were kind of left?
Well, I got a call at 7:00 one morning saying there's a press conference at 11. I need you in at the office at 9. Because at the time I was the head coach, and I got called in and said, "Here's what it is," and got it all laid out to me in an hour. And then you had to go and sit behind a table and talk about how exciting it was to be Melbourne United. And it'd been, it hit me for 6 an hour before that. So it was surreal. It was sad. At the time I had a million questions that I couldn't ask before I jumped behind a microphone and spoke to a camera. But, I'd played for the Tigers as a junior. I went across and left and came back to finish my career and then coached the club. And for it to just be gone was sad. I understood the reasons. I didn't think they were clear cut, but again, that middle step of giving the fans and the people who'd supported the club the chance to financially support it, as well as just saying they support the Tigers, was probably overlooked.